Hello everyone, my name is Chip. MTG Arena has recently released a new format. It's called Explorer. It's Pioneer Light. I got asked by Tenacious Scholar 2, when will I post Explorer format content? And well, the truth is I wasn't planning on making any Explorer content. Because I don't have Arena installed and haven't had for months. I don't have fun playing Arena, and I don't have fun making content for Arena. And so I'm not planning on making any Explorer content. However, Tenacious Scholar 2, I'm not an unreasonable man. How's about a compromise? Explorer is currently perceived as Pioneer Light, so what if I took an interesting Explorer deck and ran it through a Pioneer League? Now, today's deck was built by Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive. Now, Seth is part of a YouTube channel called MTG Goldfish. They make some amazing content, but they only have 239 subscribers, which I think is a crime. I see. 239,000 subscribers. That's it's a lot. That's respectable. That's more than me. But you know what? Seth might have more subscribers than me. He might have his own house. He might have a bigger beard. He might be able to make content as his full-time job. He might have some dogs. Might be able to grow hair. He might be an accomplished musician. Well, you know what I've got that he doesn't? Me neither. And now for the deck list. Today's deck is built around Urabrask, Heretic Praetor, and Drannith Magistrate. Urabrask is a 5-mana 4/4 legendary creature with haste, and at the beginning of our upkeep we exile the top card of our library and can play it this turn. And at the beginning of our opponent's upkeep, the next time they would draw a card this turn, instead they exile the top card of their library, and they may play it this turn. So by itself, Urabrask is great. It gets us an extra card to play each turn, and forces our opponent's first draw of their turn to be played during their own turn, or else the card will stay in exile. This punishes players that want to play at instant speed by limiting their flexibility. However, when combined with Drannith Magistrate, a 2-mana 1/3 human creature that prevents opponents from casting spells from anywhere other than their hands, we can potentially lock our opponents out of the game, as ideally Urabrask won't be letting our opponents get any new cards to their hand. Now, unfortunately, this is only a soft lock, as it only prevents the first card from being drawn, so any form of card draw or card selection will evade our lock and potentially break it. And that's where the rest of the deck comes in. We are at heart a red-white taxes deck, so we're able to use cards like Alseid, Thalia, and Elite Spellbinder to slow down and encumber our opponents, as well as protect our combo until we can assemble the lock and finish things off. To help us end the game, we're playing Chandra, Torch of Defiance, and Wandering Emperor. Both of these planeswalkers can remove troublesome creatures and represent a clock. They do, however, clash with our Thalia plan, and taxing our own spells doesn't feel great. I have tried a few taxes brews in Pioneer, and I have found we lack a lot of the tools that make the deck viable in Modern. And so this is today's deck list. An Explorer deck going through a Pioneer League. What could possibly go wrong? Now, if you are enjoying this video and this is more of the content you would like to see, it would be amazing if you could leave the video a like. That lets me and the YouTube algorithm know that this is more of the content you would like to see. And if you're new here and not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We've recently reached 1,200 subscribers, so there's a lot of you that seem to enjoy my content. So thank you very much. That really makes me feel appreciated, and I love you all equally, but some more equally than others. And hey, with that, let's get on with the games.
Round 1.
Alrighty, round 1, and we have lost the die roll. Been a while since I played the old Pioneer. I'm excited to see what's kicking.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Makes me sound really old, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to keep this one. Swamp into Warlock class. I see. So if creatures die, we're going to lose some life. So some sort of aristocrat stack. Let's play Sacred Foundry tapped and pass the turn there. Another Bonecrusher Giant's good. Swamp from our opponent. Gifted Aetherborn. Okay, go to our turn. Let's run out Needleverge Pathway as a red land. Pass the turn there. Swamp from our opponent. They're going up to level 2, so they get to look at the top 3 cards of the library, put one of them into the hand, and the rest into their graveyard. Okay, so it's Mono Black Devotion with Nykthos. They swing in for 2. We're going to take it. In the end stamp, we'll just stomp their face. Let's play a Plains. We'll run out Elite Spellbinder here. So we got Sorin the Mirthless, Blood Chief's Thirst, and Underworld Dreams. Let's take Blood Chief's Thirst, and we'll pass the turn there. When it plays a Castle Lochthwain, runs out Sorin the Mirthless, creates a vampire token with lifelink, swings in for 2. We're going to take it. Go to our turn. Plains. Sure, let's go Thalia, Drannith Magistrate this turn. Pass it there, and looks at the top cards of the library, and they lose value equal to its mana cost and gets put in their hand. So basically draws a card. Temerit, so they lose 2. Temerit enters. It's a big boy. And another copy of Gifted Aetherborn. And there's the Grey Merchant. Oof. It's a lot of damage. Down to 5. Gross. Well, let's block the flyer. Down to 3. Lose another life. Down to 2. Whee. It's not looking good. Yeah, that'll do. All right, scoop it up. All right, Settle the Wreckage, March of Otherworldly Light. Let's run out God's Willing. Tricky. What do we take out? I think the Bonecrusher Giant's pretty bad. Run it back like that. Their back end's just too strong. We can't burn it out with Stomp. All right, let's go first. Let's keep this hand. Combo is in hand. I think we're just going to play Shatterskull Smashing as a tap land. Pass it there. Swamp into working. Nope. Swamp into Warlock class, so same start as last time from our opponent. Go to our turn. Let's play Needleverge Pathway as a Pillaverge. I don't think we expose the Drannith right now. Pass the turn there. Gifted Aetherborn. Passing to us. Okay, back up Urabrask. Let's play Pillaverge Pathway past the turn there. Castle Lochthwain. They go to combat. We will Eiganjo, the Gifted Aetherborn. Sure, we lose a life. They pass to us. Let's play Needleverge Pathway past the turn. Swamp from our opponent. They go up to level 2. Gifted Aetherborn. They're just passing it there. Let's run out the Wandering Emperor. Make a Samurai token. Go to our turn. Put a +1 counter on our Samurai. Go to combat. Attack. First Strike and Vigilance is a really good combo, actually. Opponent's blocking. We're going to eat it. Awesome. Sacred Foundry. I think we put into play tapped. I guess we just run out of Drannith here. Pass the turn there. Sorin the Mirthless. Okay. Makes a black vampire. Go to our turn. So let's play Elite Spellbinder. Take the Cry of the Carnarium. They're not going to be able to cast that again. Tick up the Wandering Emperor on our Drannith. Go to combat. Attack Sorin. Attack Sorin. So Sorin's going to die. Sure. Pass the turn there. Nykthos from our opponent. Noxious Grasp. Takes out the Wandering Emperor. Okay. But that means we got it. Oh no, they have Castle Lochthwain. That's actually a good way to get out of it. But they're going to hurt themselves by doing it. So that's fine by me. Go to our turn. We have Urabrasks to spare. So let's run out an Urabrask.
Locked down. Lock down. You are being locked down.
Go to combat. Sure, let's swing with the Elite Spellbinder as well. They're going to trade off. Sounds good. Down to 16. Pass to them. They use Castle Lochthwain. Go down to 14. They exile the card. Murderous Rider can't be cast. Grey Merchant of Asphodel. Okay. Think we still outclass that. We are down to 16 though. Alright, we get to exile the top card of our library. We can cast it this turn. Shatterskull Smashing. So, deals X damage divided as you choose amongst 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. So we can deal 3 damage to the Grey Merchant. So let's go to combat. Attack with everything. They are blocking. Okay. Let's pay 5 mana. Deal 3 damage. There it goes. Pass the turn there. What do they reveal? Grey Merchant. Awesome. They play another Nykthos because they want to Castle Lochthwain. This will deal a damage to them. And they scoop it up there. Very nice. Okay. I like this little Urabrask combo. It's pretty good. Reckon we bring in another copy of Brutal Cathar. Over what though? Yeah, that's a good point. They have a lot of removal. Brutal Cathar probably won't do it. Then if we can get a turn without them casting something... No, No, we'll just run it back like this. A good taxes hand. Let's keep. Swamp into Warlock class. Pass to us. Showdown Pass, pass the turn there. Agadeem from our opponent down to 17 into a Gifted Aetherborn. Pass to us. Plains is cool. Let's play Mountain Thalia. Pass the turn there. Castle Lochthwain. Bloodchief's Thirst on my Thalia. Very nice. They swing in for 2. We're going to take it down to 18. Get domed for 1 from the Warlock class. Let's play Plains. Run out the Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. Pass the turn there. Nykthos from our opponent. Mana neutral currently. Mana positive now. Generates 4 mana. Underworld Dreams. Okay. No attacks and passes. Interesting. Skyclave Apparition is fun. Then I can discard 2 cards to draw 2 cards. Okay, yes. I will ditch Urabrask and Sundown Pass. There's the combo. Let's play Shatterskull Smashing tapped, I think. Skyclave Apparition. Take out the Gifted Aetherborn. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Get a treasure token. Pass the turn there. Opponent levels up Warlock class number 1. So put one card into reveal top 3. Put 1 into your hand, 1 into and the rest into your graveyard. Okay. Meat Hook Massacre. X equals 2. Sure. We lose some more life. Go to my turn. Needleverge Pathway. Okay. Let's play Needleverge as Pillarverge. Let's run out Urabrask, I think. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. Opponent takes it. Pass the turn there. So they have to exile the card. Gifted Aetherborn. A little bit frustrating. Adds a bunch of mana. Another copy of Underworld Dreams. Okay. And then Grey Merchant will probably wrap up the game, will it? Yep, that does it. Well, they got us. Oh, it was close. We were so close to locking them out. We probably could have cracked the treasure and got Drannith down as well. We were still dead on board. Not sure what else we could have done there, really. That was all the cards in their hand, so maybe if we'd taken the Underworld Dreams instead of the Gifted Aetherborn. But yeah, fun match. I liked it.
Round 2.
All right, round 2, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. No, we're going to mulligan. I guess we can keep this one. Put away Sundown Pass, Sacred Foundry, pass the turn there. Sacred Foundry from our opponent. They pay 2 life. Bedalran Epicure. Okay. Deals a damage to us when it enters. That's fun. Let's play Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn there. Blightstep Pathway. So Mardu Vampires probably. That said, not very familiar with the format. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. They swing in for 1. We're going to take it. Down to 18. Go to our turn. Den of the Bugbear is kind of a punish here. So let's play Shatterskull the Hammer. We will not pay 3 life. Let's run out Drannith. Going to cast Deadly Dispute, getting themselves a treasure, and they draw 2 cards. So we pass the turn there. They crack the blood token. Okay, Panhelion. So Reanimator, I guess. Thoughtseize. Okay, we haven't got much you can take. They take one of our Fable of the Mirrorbreakers. Go to our turn. Let's play Den of the Bugbear. Let's play Fable. Make a token. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. Take it down to 15. Pass the turn there. Greasefang. Okay, they're going to be returning a Panhelion. So they return the vehicle. Greasefang gets to crew it. Smack us for 5 plus 8. That's pretty gross. All right, so we're down to 5. Let's look at what our next card will be. So what saves us here? So we're going to use the ability. We're ditching Drannith and Sundown. Play Mountain Pass. Settle the Wreckage might just do it if they don't have hand tape. Go to combat. Okay. Panhelion. They crew it up. Attack with everything. Bunch of angels. Let's go to blockers. No blocks. Settle the Wreckage. Target them, I suppose.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Safe to say they're no longer stuck on 2 lands. Oh, they have no basics. Yes, they are stuck on 2 lands. Well, okay. Blood Crypt, untapped. Their own Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. Okay, go to our turn. Alseid's pretty cool. Don't have enough white mana to do it all, which is a little upsetting. Yes, we do. Let's run out Alseid. Let's go to combat. Let's attack with the Goblin Shaman. Get a treasure. Do you block opponent? They do. Okay. Skyclave Apparition. Let's take the Greasefang.
Get over here!
Pass the turn there. They may discard 2 cards to draw 2 cards if they like. Okay. Fable and Stitcher Supplier to the bin. Another copy of Fable the Mirrorbreaker. They make a Shaman. They play a Concealed Courtyard. Let's go to our turn. Cave of the Frost Dragon is certainly something I would call a win con. Let's pass the turn there. No attacks. Okay, opponent's going to do some discarding and drawing. Cast a Stitcher Supplier. Mills a bunch. Bunch of lands. Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay. No attacks from our opponent. Interesting. Let's copy our Skyclave Apparition. Take the Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure, they can get a 2/2 back. Go to our turn. Another copy of Den of the Bugbear is not bad. So let's play that. Let's copy Skyclave Apparition. Let's take the reflection of Kiki-Jiki. This will give them a 3-3, which is a little annoying, but Den of the Bugbear can block that. Pass the turn there. I suppose we could have done that at our end step. Yeah, that might have been better. Even in their upkeep. Yeah, I could have done that in the end step. All right, that would have been better. Now they get another reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Abandoned Maya, mills a bunch. Sky Sovereign. Okay, not sure that helps them a lot. See a step pathway is just passing. Okay, go to our turn. That would be Urabrask. Let's run that out. Go to the end step. Copy Skyclave Apparition. Take their reflection. They're drawing a card. Go to their turn. Okay, let's hope they don't have removal. Deadly Dispute equals enters exile. They can't cast that. Can't stay away to recur the Grease Fang, which I think means they've got it then, because now they can get back the Sky Sovereign, which will gain haste, and then they can attack, and we can't stop it. I'd say scoop it up. All right, I think we're favored for the other games though. So we'll bring in another copy of Settle the Wreckage, bring in all of our rest in pieces. Sorcerous Spyglass could be good to stop crew, and Fry can deal with a lot of their creatures, can deal with the Grease Fangs. Is that their only white creature? Probably. Ugh. Brutal Cathar, that's what we'll bring in. And yeah, I could see March of Otherworldly Lights being good. So what's not great? I don't think Bonecrusher is ideal. Elite Spellbinder is how we stop them reanimating their big stuff. Perhaps we ditch the Thalias, hey? And the Marches, I guess. Run it back like that. Because we're bringing in a lot of non-creatures. So Thalia's hurting us probably more than it's going to hurt them. All right, let's go first. Sure, let's keep this one. Showdown Pass the turn there. Blood Crypt, untapped. They pass the turn. Cave of the Frost Dragon. They're holding up removal for sure. So, I mean, why play into it? I suppose Alseid is a lightning rod for removal. We could just play it and get the removal out. It's not the worst idea. Sure, let's run out Alseid now. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent didn't have it. Inspiring Vantage. Blood Tithe Harvester. They pass to us. Plains Skyclave Apparition. Take the Blood Tithe. Go to combat, swing in for 1, take it down to 17, pass the turn. Deadly Dispute, they make a treasure and they draw 2. Cracks the treasure, undoes cracking the treasure, cracks the treasure for red.
Okay, make up your damn mind.
Vidaran Epicure, fair enough, deals the damage to us. Go to our turn, Drannith Magistrate. Let's go to combat, swing in for 2. We're going to play Needleverge Pathway, and then yeah, we're going to run out our Fable of the Mirror Breaker, make a 2/2 token, pass the turn. Basically, I never want to go shields down, so I don't want to rush out the Drannith so I can play Urabrask next turn, because then we're shields down to their removal. And if we can get Fable of the Mirror Breaker able to copy things, we can actually copy Alseid to protect all our stuff and just keep the mana up. Grimclimb Pathway, they have their own copy of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. They are passing to us Sacred Foundry. Do I want to discard? Okay, no. Let's go to combat, swing in for 2, getting ourselves a treasure. Do you block, opponent? They sure do. Sacred Foundry, yes, I'll pay 2 life. Cast Drannith Magistrate, pass the turn there. All right, opponent can discard 2 cards and draw that many cards. Discards a Fable of the Mirror Breaker and a Godless Shrine. Thoughtseize, sure, takes out Urabrask. Deadly Dispute, makes a treasure. Go to our turn. Rest in peace, don't mind if I do. So we'll transform our Fable of the Mirror Breaker, cast Rest in Peace, bye-bye graveyards. Let's go to combat, swing in, take it down to 10, pass the turn there. All right, they get to exile their Saga, get their own reflection of Kiki-Jiki. Fatal Push on Alseid. Let's protect Kiki-Jiki. Have we seen any red removal? I think it's all been black. Let's go pro black, see what happens. Blight Step Pathway, Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, passes to us. So what if we went Sundown Pass, make a Cave of the Frost Dragon? Have Vigilance? No. Target Cave of the Frost Dragon, sacrifice treasure. Ah, it enters tapped. Well, we tried. It was a good try, Chip. Just swing in. Makes sense, doesn't it? We control too many lands, so it enters tapped. All right, well, pass the turn there. They need to be able to kill Cave of the Frost Dragon at instant speed as well, because I will not be exposing it to sorcery speed removal. Deadly Dispute, they get to draw 2 cards. Now I know that, I can just copy Skyclave if they don't kill it. Blood Tithe Harvester. Okay, it's pretty gross. Concealed Courtyard. No attacks. Okay, they're on the defensive. Go to our turn. Sundown Pass. Animate our Cave of the Frost Dragon. Go to combat. Attack 4/3 in the air. Go to the end step. Copy Skyclave Apparition. Take out the reflection of Kiki-Jiki. They're making a copy of the Trespasser, which is fine because we have a blocker in Skyclave. Sorin. Okay. Oh, creatures they control have lifelink. That's rough. Swinging with the biggins. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it this turn. I think we can get ahead of this if we we can keep copying, especially with Settle the Wreckage. But it's 11 all. Blood Tithe Harvester. Yep, gonna deal with the Kiki Jiki, that's unfortunate. And then they deal the damage to us. Okay, now they get another token, but they lose their other thing. Oh, Brutal Cathar's nice. I like that. That's cool. Run out Brutal Cathar. Pass the turn there. Unfortunately, it was night, so Brutal Cathar didn't get to take the token. They sacrificed the blood token to draw. That's it. If we can just draw an Urabrask and they don't have removal, we've got them. And maybe they've forgotten about the Settle the Wreckage. Blood Tithe Harvester. Ooh, that's not good. I hope they cast a second spell. They sacrifice the blood token. Fatal Push on our Moonrage Brute. So we deal 3 damage to them, but unfortunately they deal with our Moonrage Brute. They go to combat, swinging in with just the illusion. Okay, I will just take it then. Go to our turn. Oh no, they tick up Sorin. Okay, go to our turn. Urabrask. Does that do it? No. Can't actually cast it either, because if we do... So we're functionally on 5, thanks to Sorin. Then they would just attack all out, and we'd have to block pretty poorly. So yeah, let's pass. Cave of the Frost Dragon's a good blocker for what they're doing. They swing in for 4. I mean, yeah, that's worth settling. It's their biggest creature. Greasefang. Okay, that kind of sucks for us. Down to 5. Got to find a way to deal with this stuff. Alseid helps. Let's run out Alseid. Pass the turn there. They deal a damage to us. No attacks though. Okay. Mountain. I'm going to go for it. Urabrask. Pass the turn there. All right. Hopefully they don't have removal. They exile a Greasefang. Croxa hurts my feelings and wins them the game, because then they'll just tick down with the Sorin. Damn. They got us. They got us. All right. Well, we tried. All right. What will we get next? Get another Urabrask. Not great. That one would have been exiled and then land. Yeah, we were dead anyway. Yeah, we were dead. Okay. Scoop it all up.
Round 3.
Won the die roll. Let's keep this hand. Let's lead Sundown Pass and pass. Snow-covered Island. They pass to us. Den of the Bugbear. Alseid. Pass the turn there. Spectral Sailor. Okay, so spirits. Snow-covered Island, Curious Obsession. They swing in for 2. We're going to take it. They get to draw a card. Going to go to our turn. I think I'll just play the Plains here. And I'm just going to cast Stomp on the Spectral Sailor now. Gaslight Snare. Yep, they countered my spell. Got me. Suppose I could have attacked there. They swing in for 2. Take it down to 16. They draw a card. Play a Snow-covered Island. Mausoleum Wanderer. Pass to us. Let's play Needleverge Pathway. Skyclave Apparition. Sure, let's go after Spectral Sailor, see if that works. Sure doesn't. Good old Rattle Chains. It's alright, we still have the Skyclave Apparition, and then we will pass the turn there. Swing in for 5, we're just going to take it. They draw another card. Man, Spirits plays a lot like Delver here. Go to our turn. Yeah, Elite Spellbinder's a flyer. Let's run that out. Supreme Phantom. Okay. Powers up their Mausoleum Wanderer, so now we're even further from Settle the Wreckage.
There's no way to survive this, you idiot!
Yeah. We're just going to scoop that up there. Can't beat that. It's just too much. Too much for us. Bring in Fries, March of Otherworldly Lights, Brutal Cathar, an additional copy of Settle the Wreckage. Go down the Thalias. They're not great. Honestly, neither's Alseid. Yeah, what if we cut all the copies of Alseid and just bring in Reidane? Run it back like that. Let's go first. Mulligan. Guess we can keep this one. Let's put is it Skyclave here. Skyclave to the bin. Let's lead Cave of the Frost Dragon and pass. Snow-covered Island into Ascended Spirit. Let's play Den of the Bugbear. Stomp the Ascended Spirit. Pass the turn there. Brutal Cathar's a really good pickup too. Snow-covered Island. Supreme Phantom. Go to our turn. Sacred Foundry. Yes, I will pay 2 life. March of Otherworldly Light, the Supreme Phantom. Pass the turn there. Snow-covered Island. Shacklegeist. Den of the Bugbear. Alright, so they probably have the Gaslit Snare here then. So I think we just cast Bonecrusher Giant. Pass the turn there. Spectral Sailor. Okay. Snow-covered Island. Curious Obsession. Swings in for 4. We're going to take it. Down to 14. They get to draw. Go to our turn. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 4. They take it. Pass the turn. Now, we're going to plan on casting Settle the Wreckage. Hopefully, they spend a lot of their mana trying to counter that.
There's the attack!
They draw a card with Spectral Sailor. Oh my. Okay, we Settle the Wreckage to them. Didn't expect that to resolve, to be honest. Go to our turn. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. Let's run out Drannith Magistrate here. Pass the turn. Faceless Haven. Pretty gross. Shacklegeist. Go to our turn. Sacred Foundry. Let's put it into play but tapped and go for a Skyclave Apparition. Take out the Shacklegeist.
Nope, that didn't work.
Okay, Rattle Chains. They tap our Giant and we'll just pass. Brazen Borrower. Okay, they animate the Faceless Haven. Let's double block. We want them to kill the Skyclave. They don't. That's upsetting. We're down to 7. Go to our turn. Another copy of Skyclave. So 4, 6, and hit them for 10. Let's go to combat. Hit them for 6. Skyclave Apparition. Let's go after the Brazen Borrower, because it's not a spirit. Pass it to them. Otawara, which means they have lethal. Okay, I'm getting romper stomped. Scoop it up.
Round 4.
All right, we've won the die roll. Let's go first. Sure, let's keep. Let's lead Den of the Bugbear and pass. Snow-covered Island. They pass to us. Cave of the Frost Dragon and pass. Spectral Sailor. Oh, it's a Spirits rematch.
It's a phenomenon known as deja vu.
Snow-covered Island. Curious Obsession. Wow, this is exactly the same as the last game.
It's a phenomenon known as deja vu.
Swings in for 2 and draws themselves a card. Let's go to our turn. Sundown Pass into Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Yep, Geistlight Snare. So identical play pattern to the previous deck. Pass it there. They swing in for 2. We're going to take it. They get to draw a card. Snow-covered Island. Ascended Spirit. They just pass it there. Let's cast Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Yep, another counterspell. We can't pay. Play our Sacred Foundry tapped. Pass the turn. They swing in for 3. Pump up the Ascended Spirit. They draw a card. And they pass to us. Sure, let's play Plains. And yeah, we're going to run out Urabrask here. Opponent has this counterspell and we'll scoop it up. Too far behind. Well, we'll try again. March for Otherworldly Lights, another copy of Settle the Wreckage, a few copies of Fry, cut down the Thalias. I'm just going to start cutting pieces from the combo here. Run it back. Let's go first. Sure, let's keep. Plains into Alseid, pass the turn there. Snow-covered Island, Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, go to our turn. Den of the Bugbear, and I guess we attack. Swing in for 1. They take it. We gain 1. Snow-covered Island. They swing in for 1. Go to our turn. Let's play Pathway as a white land. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. They're flashing in Spectral Sailor. Okay, that pumps up the Mausoleum Wanderer. Now the question is, do you block? They don't. Okay, let's cast Fable the Mirror Breaker. Opponent doesn't counter that, so we get a 2/2. Pass to them. Snow-covered Island. Supreme Phantom. Delightful. Just absolutely delightful. They swing in for 5. Take it down to 16. Go to our turn. We get to discard and draw. We will say yes. We will discard Sacred Foundry and Den of the Bugbear. These are not bad cards that we have drawn. Let's play Sundown Pass. Skyclave Apparition. Resolves. Let's take out the Supreme Phantom.
Piss off, Ghost!
Go to combat, swing in, making a treasure, pass the turn there. Faceless Haven, they swing in for 2, we're just going to take it. Go to our turn, we're going to exile our Mirror Breaker, comes back. Let's run out Skyclave Apparition, let's take out the Mausoleum Wanderer. Spectral Adversary, when it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 mana any number of times. When you pay this cost, put that many +1/+1 counters on it, and then up to that many artifacts or creatures or enchantments phase out. Okay, sure. So what's phasing out? Just the Mausoleum Wanderer? Okay. All right. Mausoleum Wanderer is phasing out. So then I will go to combat and I will swing in for 5, making myself a treasure. No. Stomping the Spectral Adversary, hitting them down to 10, back up to 16, pass the turn there. Supreme Phantom from our opponent. Swinging in for 5. Okay. Take it down to 11. Go to my turn. Let's play Cave of the Frost Dragon. Let's copy our Skyclave with nothing under it. Aether Gust on Makiki Jiki. Okay, so I can give it protection. Pro blue. Copy the Skyclave Apparition. Let's take the Supreme Phantom. Go to combat. Attack you with everything. Make a treasure. They take it down to 2. Cast Stomp on their face, and we got there. Well done. All right, I will bring in Brutal Cathar. I think I'm just cutting Drannith. We're not going for the combo here. We'll bring in the Showdown of the Skalds. Run it back like that. Alrighty, we lost the die roll. Well, they get to go first anyway. Yeah, this is capable. Yeah, we got a turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 play. Doesn't get much better than that. Snow-covered Island, and they are passing. Plains, Alseid. I am also passing. Spectral Sailor, yep. Curious Obsession. Yeah, this is their god hand. Swings in for 2. We're gonna take it. They draw a card. Snow-covered Island into a Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, go to our turn. Back up Sky Skyclave's pretty cool. Let's play Needleverge, red land, go to combat, swing in for 1. They're just trading off. Okay. Cast March of Otherworldly Light, hit the Spectral Sailor. Pass the turn there. We got a handful of 3-drops. I think that went quite well. Opponent misses their land drop. Sacred Foundry, we'll pay 2 life. Elite Spellbinder. Lofty Denial. We can't pay the 1. Pass the turn there. Opponent does nothing and passes. Let's go to our turn. Sacred Foundry tapped. Let's run out Naked Skyclave. Pass the turn there. Mausoleum Wanderer. It's just passing the turn there. Okay. Play Shatterskull the Hammer. I will pay 3 life actually. And we're going to force them to spend another counter on this Urabrask. Didn't have it. Okay. Let's go to combat. Swing in for 6. All right. So we basically switched off all their counter spells then with the Urabrask, unless they've still got some in hand, because they'll have to exile them and they have to play them that turn. All right. Urabrask will exile a Faceless Haven. That is a land they can play. Shacklegeist from our opponent. Pumps up the Mausoleum Wanderer. No attacks and passes. They play the Faceless Haven. Go to our turn. All right. Urabrask, we get our card off the top. Cave of the Frost Dragon. I will play that. Skyclave Apparition. Going to take out that Shacklegeist. Opponent taps down the Urabrask. Very fair. Go to combat. Swing in for 2. Pass the turn there. Opponent exiles their card. It is an island, so that does mean they can activate the Faceless Haven. Opponent goes to their second main, trying to pay costs. Another copy of Shacklegeist. Pumps up the Mausoleum Wanderer. Goes to our turn. Alright, we get to exile the top card of our library, and then we draw. It's a lot of lands. So we'll play the Needleverge as a Pillarverge. Go to combat. So beginning of combat, what do? Yeah, they're tapping the Urabrask. That's fine. Let's attack with Skyclave. Pass the turn there. Alright, Rattle Chains enters. Down to 1 card in hand, and we'll see everything else they draw. All right, Snow-Covered Island, go to combat, swings in for 2. It might be a trap. I'm gonna activate my Cave of the Frost Dragon. I will gladly block a Shacklegeist if they let me. If they tap it, that's fine. They do tap it. Okay, so we'll take the 2, and they will pass the turn there. Let's run down Showdown Pass, Alseid, animate Cave of the Frost Dragon, go to combat, swing in for 9. And opponent scoops it up there. They understand that they can't beat it. Look at that. We won a game. We won a game.
Round 5.
Alrighty, final round. Let's go first. Let's keep this hand. Definitely a hand that's hurt by this taxes style list not being able to ignore its own taxes. So let's play Needleverge Pathway and run out Alseid. Basically, Thalia hurts our own Planeswalkers, which are at 4 mana, which means we need 5 mana to get up to it, which means we can't really curve into Urabrask. Opponent plays Thoughtseize. Does take the Thalia though. Okay, at least we don't have to worry about that decision anymore. Our turn. Let's just go to combat. Swing in for 1. Den of the Bugbear. Pass the turn. Now, hopefully we draw another land. So even if they have counterspells along with hand hate, down to 13 for another Watery Grave, we can go the Wandering Emperor into Urabrask and hopefully just outvalue their counterspells. Go to our turn. Another copy of Alseid. Let's play Sacred Foundry tapped. Let's run out Alseid. Go to combat. Swing in for 1. They take it. We'll pass the turn there. Tainted Indulgence. Sky Sovereign down. Okay. Another Greasefang deck, looks like. Deserted Beach. Ledger Shredder. Cool. Casts Consider, so they get to connive. Throws away another Tainted Indulgence. Go to our turn. Another copy of Alseid. Let's play Mountain. Pass the turn there. Another copy of Ledger Shredder. Tap land. They swing in. Do they have something that could counter this? Is there something that could counter this in the format? Don't think so.
It's a trap!
I mean, I'll give it a go. The Wandering Emperor. Spell Pierce. Yes, there is, in fact, a spell that can counter that. Okay, that's okay. Hopefully we draw a land, and then we get to do the Urabrask thing, which will stop a lot of their counter spells from being effective. It's a tap land. No, it's not. We can pay 3 life. Yes, I will pay 3 life. Yes, I will run out Urabrask. Go to combat. Swing in for 4. They take it, and we'll pass the turn there. What gets exiled? A land. They play it. Untapped, down to 6. Faithful Mending, gaining 2 life. And they draw 2, discard 2. Discarding another copy of Ledger Shredder. Fatal Push on an Alseid. Okay. They connive, getting rid of an opt. Okay, 1 card in hand. No attacks, and they pass. Well, we get to exile the top card. Drannith Magistrate as well. Oakley Dokley. Let's play that. So what counters have we seen? Spell Pierce. Would there be a hard counter at 2 mana? I don't think so. Let's give it a go. Drannith Magistrate. They cast Consider. Okay. Alseid, sure, they get to do all sorts of stuff now. Ditches an Opt, ditches a Panhelion 2. Let's give Urabrask Pro Blue, swing in for 4. Okay, unless their last card is an answer, I think we've got this. So then they exile Greasefang. Dig Through Time is certainly a way out of this. I think they were trying to cast Faithful Mending there, flashbacked, but Drannith would stop that. Fatal Push, targeting the Alseid. Yeah, we'll give Urabrask Pro Black, I guess. Another copy of Ledger Shredder. They swing in for 5. Okay, go to our turn. All right, Urabrask reveals a land, and we hit a Bonecrusher. Okay, play the plains, Den of the Bugbear, go to combat, swing with everything, make a 1/1. Opponent's going to take 2, stomp you.
Oh my god!
Got there. Awesome. All right, that went pretty well. Against this list, Rest in Peace come in. Rest in Peace. Rest in Pieces comes in. I think Fries can come in. Okay, I think I'm taking out the Bonecrusher Giants because they can't deal with Ledger Shredder. Brutal Cathar kind of can. March of Otherworldly Light sort of can. Elite Spellbinders, are they what we want right now? We want Settle the Wreckage because of the reanimation package. Thalia is really good, which makes our settles worse. So then there's Elite Spellbinder, which is also very good. Sorcerous Spyglass can also help stop some of the vehicles. Okay, this might be silly. What if we cut the Elite Spellbinders? Because we got removal now rather than hand hate. Cut an Urabrask, a Drannith, and maybe just a land here. Let's cut a plains. Run it back like that, because we've got the Shatterskull Smashings that are also lands, and we've kind of reduced our curve a little bit. We'll run it back like that. Say this one's a mulligan. I got hand hate though. It's basically a mulligan because of the Thalia, so we're going to mulligan anyway. And now we will keep this. Gonna put March of Otherworldly Light to the bottom. Pass there. Watery Grave from our opponent. Thoughtseize. All right, what do you take? They do take the Rest in Peace. Okay, well, we got 3 more in the deck. Let's go to our turn. Sundown Pass. Pass the turn there. Opponent casts Consider. Greasefang to the bin. Okay, they're digging for lands. Well, okay. Let's play Needleverge as a white land, and let's run out Thalia here. Pass the turn there. Opponent does nothing. Awesome. Sacred Foundry tapped. Let's run out Alseid. Go to combat. And swing in for 2. Sometimes taxes, just taxes, I guess.
This is why you created us.
Why would you take the Rest in Peace over the Thalia if you only had 1 land? Godless Shrine, down to 12. White and a blue. Were they trying to cast Faithful Mending? Because Thalia will tax that. Fatal Push on the Thalia. Okay, go to my turn. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Cast another copy of Thalia.
Always 2 there are.
Go to combat, swing in for 1. They take it down to 11, pass the turn, and then we're getting to the point where we can actually hold up Fry. Fatal Push on Thalia. Well, I will sacrifice Alseid to protect it. Go to our turn, Sundown Pass, go to combat, swing in for 2. They take it down to 9, tap land. Ledger Shredder. Let's fry the Ledger Shredder. Go to our turn. The Wandering Emperor. Okay. Swing in for 2. We could cast the Wandering Emperor here, couldn't we? Let's wait. Take it down to 7. Pass the turn there. Is this a rematch from the first game? This might be a rematch from the first game. They cast Consider. And they're passing. Well, we're going to go for a Wandering Emperor here. If they got a Spell Pierce, so be it. They do not. Let's make a Samurai. Now they cast Fatal Push on the Thalia. That's fine. I think the damage is done. Yeah, let's cast Sorcerous Spyglass. See what's up. Panhelion, Dig Through Time, Greasefang, and Tainted Indulgence. Okay, so we will name Panhelion 2 so they can't crew it, and then we will put another Samurai token into play, go to combat, swing in for 2. They take it down to 5, pass the turn there. They cast Dig Through Time, get their 2 cards. Faithful Mending gains them some life. Sky Sovereign to the bin as well. Okay, now we go to our turn. Den of the Bugbear, we'll play it. Tick up the Wandering Emperor on our Samurai token. Go to combat, attack for 5. They take it down to 2, pass the turn there. And opponent scoops it up there. Okay, can't get around it. So we were able to tax them out. That was a bit of fun. Alrighty. Seth, better known as Saffron Olive's Red, White, Urabrask and Taxes deck. What did we think? I enjoyed it. I had fun. Even while we were losing, I was having fun. We went 2-3, which is okay. It's slightly worse than average. A lot of rematches. So we versed Greasefang Reanimator twice. We versed Spirits twice. And in the second matches, we actually ended up winning. We almost had the Mono Black Devotion deck, but it got there in the end. I think it's pretty fun. I think this whole red-white mid-range thing with a lockout is pretty good. I don't think taxes are what you want to be doing though. And just with Pioneer in general, I'm not sure if taxes as I know it in Modern is really something that we can get away with right now. There's just a lot going on, and because things don't have to be as efficient because your finishes aren't quite as good, And theirs are, because they're not running things like Thalia. They're just running a good value creature that can beat Thalia in combat. So even though the spells cost more and you'd think Thalia would do more, they're able to outvalue you in other ways. So I probably won't be running taxes again in Pioneer. I do still like the Pioneer format. So if you've got a favorite deck or a tier deck or something that you would like me to maybe look into, I would definitely appreciate the recommendations down in the comments, because Pioneer is a format I would be very interested in exploring, but just exploring it with these taxes brews, it's not doing it. The results aren't there, and I think everyone would appreciate maybe a different deck being played in Pioneer. So I'm a modern taxes player, and maybe I'd be a Pioneer, I don't know, dinosaur player. Is that a deck in Pioneer? I don't know, we'll find out. But in any case, I've enjoyed playing this deck. Please be sure to check out MTG Goldfish, where Seth uploads his videos. And with all that said, I guess that's the end of the video. So until next time, everybody, have fun.